underneath the ragged oaks, where the scarlet sun dips low, I found her scarf, a whisper of her lavender and rose. Beside the creek where we first kissed, the water's song now slow, it murmurs tales of the girl I loved in a time lost to the shadows. Saddle burns and sunset turns, where did the old love go? Trail winds cold beneath the gold of stars that no longer show. Each gallop away a memory fades, like footprints in the snow. Her laughter haunts these quiet towns, as lonely as the echo. The porch swing sways, a silent ghost. The cabin stands alone. Gravel roads that knew our names, now overgrown with stone. The bed of blooms we once tended, wild winds have overthrown. In the fields of our promises, only dust and whispers moan. The saddle burns and sunset turns, where did the old love go? Trail winds cold beneath the gold of stars that no longer show. Each gallop away a memory fades, like footprints in the snow. Her laughter haunts these quiet towns, as lonely as the echo. So I ride through the amber fade of every twilight spent, searching horizons for a sign, chasing what she meant. But every passing ridge I cross just deepens the indent of her absence in my saddle, in every trail I've been. Saddle burns and sunset turns, I roam where rivers flow. Their courses change much like the heart in lands that time forgot. Maybe trails end, maybe souls mend in the dust of rodeo, but her memory rides beside me forever in each tribe. Underneath the starlit sky, where dreams and rivers meet, I whisper to the winds of west her name, soft and sweet. In the shadow of the mesa, where the cedar trees grow, found a rusty locket in the dust, a memory aglow. Inside a faded picture, your smile gentle and kind, beneath the old oak by the creek where our names were intertwined. Oh, my heart wears away this rusty locket so fine. Every whisper of the wind sings your name with mine. In the silence of the starlit plains, I feel you still, but you're just a ghost in the breeze, a whispering thrill. Years have rolled like thunder through canyons deep and wide. The trail we walked is overgrown, the river's changed its tide. Your scarf still lies upon my saddle, faded red turned brown. And that porch where we once danced is just splinters falling down. Oh, my heart wears the weight of this rusty locket so fine. Every whisper of the wind sings your name with mine. Loneliness settles with the dust wherever I ride. You're a memory fading into the night, always by my side. Sometimes a breaking heart finds peace in the echoes of a song, and sometimes it's the quiet roads where old ghosts belong. I've learned that love is like the leaves that drift away and fall, but what hurts the most is what you have to leave, not what you recall. Oh, my heart wears the weight of this rusty locket so fine. Every sunset spills your colors on this heart of mine. And if I'm destined to roam these lands, a shadow lost in flight, I'll carry you like a whispered prayer into the night. Just a cowboy with his memories, singing to the stars above, holding on to a rusty locket and the last traces of love. Out where the oak tree shadows sprawl, under the whispers of the sagebrush call, there's a cabin nestled, weathered and small, where my hollow heart said nothing at all. Her scarf still dances on the porch rail line, ghosts of laughter, our lost sweet time. Oh, my heart worn as these leather rain scars of loving, deep as prairie rains. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red in the silence. All I've loved has fled. Hollow heart said nothing, just beat slow. Under starlit skies it lets her go. Dusty roads where our dreams once ran, now just footprints fading in the sand. The chair rocks gently, a phantom's touch. In this quiet town we love too much, from the wild lands to the tame streets. All that's left are memories and empty seats. Oh, my heart worn as these leather rain scars of loving, deep as prairie rains. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red in the silence. All I've loved has fled. Hollow heart said nothing, just beat slow. Under starlit skies it lets her go. Faint echoes of laughter in the wind they weave, a tale too tender for this earth to believe. Was it just the whisper of the aspen leaves, or her voice calling across the time-it grief? Oh, my heart heavy as the falling dusk, love's like shadows turning into dust. Every trail I ride, every road I roam, hollow heart says nothing but looks for home.
Here in the quiet of the fading light, my heart said nothing, and that spoke right.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild horses drank, my love carved her name in the old wooden plank. We danced 'neath the stars on a blanket of pine. Those whispering winds knew she'd never be mine. Oh, the long ride left behind on gravel roads where our dreams intertwine. Sunsets bleed as I recall each laugh we shared, echoes in the squall. The cabin stands empty where we once lay in fire, now only cold ashes and unquenched desire. Her scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the night, a fragment of love slipped away with the light. Oh, the long ride left behind on gravel roads where our dreams intertwine. Sunsets bleed as I recall each laugh we shared, echoes in the squall. Rain taps on the roof like the beat of my heart, each drop a reminder how we're worlds apart. The trail's overgrown where we once walked as two, now just a path that's beaten and blue. So the long ride left behind, where memory's dust is all that's resigned. Beneath that oak I understand, love is a trail etched deep in the land. Oh, the long ride left behind, echoes in the squall, forever enshrined.
Underneath the oak where whispers cling to shadows, your laughter once danced upon the breeze. We carved our dreams in the bark so shallow, now they're fading like the leaves. The porch still creaks where you swayed in your silk scarf flowing, each plank a tone of tales untold. In the cool of evening's glow, when the stars start showing, I feel your ghost, but it's the night that holds. Starry night haunts over old gravel roads, where my heart rides on but alone. Echoes of hoofbeats where our sunset once roamed. Starry night haunts where you're gone. That old cabin by the creek, now silent, forsaken, windows stare blank like eyes that lost their gleam. The
dusty paths we trod are overgrown, overtaken by the thorns and roses we planted in dreams. Here where rain once sang on tin roofs like a promise, now whisper secrets in a lonesome mournful tone. Time swept you away, left me with a compass, points to everywhere but none of it feels home. Starry night haunts over old gravel roads where my heart rides on but alone. Echoes of hoofbeats where our sunset once roamed. Starry night haunts and I'm stoned by the flickering light of the campfire's embers. I see the scars we left upon the land as the flame surrenders. Like I remember, you slipped once more right through my hands. Starry night home, so those trails long grown cold. Each step away stretches our bond. Echoes of love that the night air stole. Starry night haunts, but I ride on, forever carrying this heartache I've hung under these stars where you belong.
Beneath the boughs of an old oak tree, where the shadows mix with light, that's where I felt your hand in mine in the coolness of the night. We watched the stars play hide and seek on that worn out wooden swing. The wind whispered through the town about the love that spring would bring. Timeless road flew with dreams we made underneath that endless sky. Now I roam through silent shades where our echoes bid goodbye. The saddle's worn, the trail's gone cold, but my heart can't seem to fold on this timeless road where memories hold. You're the story left untold. Cabin stands, but you've gone away. The door creaks along with each sway. Gravel roads where we once walked, now just past where shadows talk. Your scarf still hangs by the porch's side, faded now like the tears I've cried. The rains came down, washed tracks away, left me here with the dust to lay. Timeless road flew with dreams we made underneath that endless sky. Now I roam through silent shades where our echoes bid goodbye. The saddle's worn, the trail's gone cold, but my heart can't seem to fold on this timeless road where memories hold. You're the story left untold. But some looks never fade away. I journey on through dusk's embrace, searching still for that sweet grace. Timeless road flew with dreams we made. Love once burned beneath the stars. Now I walk this path alone, guided by the night's old scars. The saddle's torn, my heart's outworn, yet in dreams you're last reborn on this timeless road where I roam forlorn. Part of me will always mourn.
In the shadow of the old oak tree where the creek sings low to me, there's a cabin with a shattered pane. Echoes of you still remain. We carved our names in that worn wood, promised forever as best we could. The scarf you left hangs on the porch, gone like the flame from a spent-out torch. Shattered glass and echoes, wild winds upon the meadow, every whisper in the grass, a piece of a love that couldn't last. Sunset bleeds but won't forget, the silhouette of sweet regret, where shadows merge and rivers pass, all that remains are shattered glass echoes. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now just tracks to a lonesome home. Thunder rolls over plains so wide, but it's quiet where my heart resides. Dust settles on the empty chair, fading trails of memories there. An old saddle dry and worn, like the leather of love, weathered and torn. Shattered glass and echoes, wild winds upon the meadow, every whisper in the grass, a piece of a love that couldn't last. Sunset bleeds but won't forget, the silhouette of sweet regret, where shadows merge and rivers pass, all that remains are shattered echoes. Under stars that watched us then, do they know we can't begin again? The night breathes deep, the coyote calls, and dreams of dancing in old town halls. I reach for you, but just embrace the empty night, the open space. Shattered glass and echoes, this cowboy's heart is fallow, every whisper in the grass tells of a love that's meant to last. Though paths diverge and lovers part, you're the sunset that grips my heart. In the quiet hum of the fading past, I live in the sound of shattered glass echoes. And in the chill of dawn's first light, I hold on to the echoes of our last goodnight. In the shadow of an old oak tree we swore, under its leaves our love would endure. By the creek where the wild horses roam free, I carved our names for eternity. But now that oak whispers low in the wind, the creek's a mirror, we're broken thin. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone, your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced, holding on to the love time erased. The porch still creaks where you danced in the rain. Your laughter's ghost, all that remains. The saddle sits dusty, the scarf you wore, frayed at the edges from the days of yore. Now each twilight paints regret in my mind for the wild lands we left behind.
behind. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone, your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced, holding on to the love time erased. Now the trails fade where we once rode, under starlit skies our stories told. And in the silence of this wandering life, I find the strength to face this strife. Yes, your voice fades, but in my heart a fire, a stubborn spark of undying desire. Through the whispering winds, your laughter I chase. In every sunset, I still see your face. Oh, how your voice fades, yet forever stays. A lingering warmth in the cold, empty graves.
Out where the oak trees shadow the old gravel road, I found a scarf you left, a faded but bold. Beneath the stars where our whispers once danced, an empty cabin recalls how we chanced. A sunset bleeds red, just like my old heart, in those quiet towns we're miles apart. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft, dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. That porch we once dreamed on, now silent and warm. The laughter's faded, the wood planks forlorn. Where rivers once sang through the cool evening air, now just the ghost of your scent lingers there. The path we walked overgrown, lost to time, and I wander these ways with a heart heavy like crime. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft, dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. Under the vast unyielding sky, I've learned that even the strongest cry, in the echo of each hoofbeat's fall, I find the loneliest truth of all. The campfire forgot, but I'll never erase the love, the pain, the beauty, your face. Lost in the echoes of soft, dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome where memory prevails. The night grows cold as old songs fade, but your shadow in the moonlight forever stays. found her scarf a whisper among the ghostly oaks. Under a sky bruised purple by the dying sun, memories stir the dust where our rivers used to run. The canyon echoes, her laughter in the breeze, swept through empty cabins, rustling the autumn leaves. Oh, the canyon haunts with its shadow so wide, where my heart lies buried on the wilder side. In the hush of the twilight where the cold winds weep, her memory holds me but never sets me free. Now the porch swings lonely, the saddle's worn and old. No more tales by the fire, just the silence of the cold. The trails we wandered, now faded, overgrown, like the promises we made, now just stones I walk alone. Rain taps on the window like her gentle pleading eyes, asking why love's fire fades beneath the endless prairie skies. Yes, the canyon haunts with its shadow so wide, where my dreams turn to whispers on the wilder side. In the hush of the twilight where her soft ghost cleaves, her memory holds me, binds me but never leaves. In the stillness I wonder as the stars peer down, if love's just a moment's grace in this vast unending town. Can the heart reckon what the wild wind knows? That love's a fleeting shadow where the bitter river flows. Oh, the canyon haunts, and I'm a shadow too, roaming ever restless beneath the weeping moon. Yet in every whispered wind and every shifting stone, she's the lingering sigh that I'll forever roam. Her memory holds me, haunts me, and I'll never be alone. Shadow of the oak tree's ancient arms, where the wildflowers whisper to the dawn, I saw her last, where the river kissed the farm, her smile a fleeting summer's sweetest charm. But her eyes like dusk, chasing day, shut the door on our love, turned my sky to gray. Her eyes shut the door, left a silence in the wind, echoes of footsteps where our dreams had been. The porch lights faded, no more shadows cast. Her eyes shut the door on the future, on the past. The saddles gathered dust, the cabin's cold and bare, gravel roads wind lead me to nowhere. Each sunset bleeds into a lonesome hue, the trails we walked are fading just like the truth. In the town where laughter danced in her voice, now stands a quiet, hollow, forgotten choice. Her eyes shut the door, left a silence in the wind, echoes of footsteps where our dreams had been. The porch lights faded, no more shadows cast. Her eyes shut the door on the future, on the past.
speaks soft on the old tin roof, a symphony for ghosts, a bitter truth. A scarf she left still smells like pine, a token of love lost, not left behind. Her eyes shut the door and the night steals in. I'm a shadow in the dust, I might have been, as the stars look down with indifferent light. Her eyes shut the door, but my heart holds tight. Her eyes shut the door, I'm lost yet roam. Her eyes shut the door on this heart, her home.
In the shade of an old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, we carved our names, young and free, on a heart as wide as the rolling sweet. Your scarf, it danced a dusty red in the winds of that wild sacred land, where the porch creaked neath the weight we tread, and our future lay like the grains of sand. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky. Your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars lit up your goodbye. I ride these trails worn and bleak, with your memory a treasure I seek. In the fading light your voice still speaks, but it's just the silence, so vast, so deep. Now the oak tree stands there all alone, its leaves whispering tales of the past. The names we etched now barely shown, like shadows that the sun has cast. That old cabin, our love's sweet home, sits empty as time has willed. The gravel road once ours to roam, with the echo of our laughter still. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky. Your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars watched us say goodbye. Each dusty trail, each silent plea brings me back to you endlessly. In the twilight's glow, you're all I see, yet I'm just a ghost in our memory. Oh, these hills hold the breath of your grace, and the rains fall like tears on my face. With each storm a bit more I erase, but never the pain of your empty space. So the sunset sinks with a heavy sigh beneath clouds like an old weary lie. I'm riding on, though my heart can't deny part of me vanished when you said goodbye. In the crimson fade I bear the mark of love lost deep in the veil dark. With each setting sun I embark towards tomorrow, with your shadow in my heart.
Out by the edge where prairie winds play stood an old oak tree where we used to lay.
Underneath its branches we carved our names in that quiet earth, wrapped in golden haze. But now that oak tree's washed away by the river's wrath on a stormy day, just like you, it slipped from my grasp, leaves and love both gone with the past. Porch still creaks at your memory. That old red scarf you left rests silently. Dust dances alone where we danced in tune to the songs of crickets under the crescent moon. Yes, that old tree's washed away by the river's tears and my own dismay. Just like you, it faded from sight, roots and heart buried under the night. Sometimes I wander those gravel roads where our laughter echoes, easing lows. The sunset's glow reminds me of your face, a part of my soul lost without a trace. Oh, that oak tree washed away like the dreams we made in the dusty fray. And here I stand where we once lay, a cowboy lost in the love that strayed. Yes, here I sing to the winds that sway where the oak tree in my heart forever lay, washed away.
Meet the wind, I found an old porch swing where our love did begin. Those boots by the door, dusty and warm, they danced through the summer, by winter were torn. The echoes of laughter in the halls of this old cabin faded like the photographs where time is woven satin. Call my name through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road, a memory's frame. But now I walk alone, the wild has changed, and these boots keep calling my name. The trail's gone colder, the town's a quiet shell where our wild dreams once yodeled, now silence fell. That scarf you left behind on the chair, it's still there. The touch of your presence like smoke in the air. Saddles gathered dust, the rains came to rust. What was built in the throes of love now crumbles to lust. Oh, these boots, they called my name through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed. Every
to leave it all and ride. Find a sunset that won't remind me of your eyes, but these plains hold your echo. The wind murmurs your sighs. In the vastness of the open, there's nowhere to hide. So these boots, they'll call my name through storms and the silence, past the sorrow and the pain. Each step on this fading trail, your love remains a ghost in the twilight, a heart unrestrained. These boots will forever call my name. Yes, these boots will forever call my name.
In the shadow of the oak where wild daisies grow, I heard her laughter mingle with the breeze so low. Underneath that sky as wide as a dreamer's heart, we carved our names, not just a faded part. Her scarf a splash of red against the dust, fluttering like a flag, surrender to its trust. Her voice fell apart in the cold autumn winds, words scattered like leaves. Her whispers thin from the saddle to the porch, where empty swings sway. Her echo wanders in the dusk, where I lost my way. Each sunset drips down like tears on old stone. Her voice fell apart, and I ride these trails alone. Peeled away the paint from that old wooden door where laughter used to live. Now silence grips the floor, the path we walk now overtaken by the weeds. Lost tracks like my heart, choked by unspoken needs. The cabin holds the cold like the bed keeps the shape of her window. Stare blank like eyes that remember how we were. Her voice fell apart in the cold autumn winds, words scattered like leaves. Her whispers thin from the saddle to the porch, where empty swings sway. Her echo wanders in the dusk, where I lost my way. Each sunset drips down like tears on old stone. Her voice fell apart, and I ride these trails alone. How the river knows to bend inside, holding reflections of a cloudless sky. But in its depths it hides a stone so sharp, just like the pieces of my broken heart. Her voice fell apart like rain through my hands, fading footprints in soft sinking sands. Through whiskey dreams and the cold night's embrace, in every shadow I still search her face. Now every starfall reminds me of the start. Her voice fell apart, and so did my heart.
Cold morning road through dusty trails of sage, where the oak by the river marks the age. Once we danced under stars without no care. Your laughter a melody in the air. But the stars fade like memories worn and thin, and that cold morning wind whispers a sin. Lost love's a shadow on these plains so vast. In the heart of a cowboy, nothing lasts. The cabin stands empty on the gravel road, the porch where we swore our forever code. But time's cruel hand tore your scar from my grasp. Now it's just me and the moonlight to clasp. Yes, the stars fade like memories worn and thin, and that cold morning wind whispers of sin. Lost love's a shadow on these plains so vast. In the heart of a cowboy, nothing lasts. On that porch I see us in the setting sun. Dreams like wild horses I never outrun. Your echo in the canyon like a rain-soaked kiss. Oh, what foolish hearts birth sorrows like this. So the stars keep fading, night's curtain drawn, and that cold morning wind keeps riding on. But the ghost of your whisper on the breeze always passed. In the heart of this cowboy, some things too deep to outlast. Riding on under these skies so vast, love like the wind through my fingers it passed. Underneath the gnarled oak tree where our initials lay, I remember how the sunset painted skies a mournful gray. Your scarf would dance to lovers' waltz caught on a western breeze, as your words fell softly like the autumn's withered leaves. Her goodbye listened quiet like the dust on an old town road, where memories whisper through the cracks of what we once called home. A saddle left untouched, a porch now bare, shadows long and twisted in the silence of fading trails. Her goodbye listened. The cabin by the creek now stands as empty as my heart. Gravel roads once traveled feel endlessly apart. The laughter we shared lost in winds that sweep through lonely pines. Our dreams like fallen leaves scattered over time. Her goodbye listened, echoing neath the vast and starry skies, a haunting tune over hills where the lonely coyote cries, an echo off the mountains through valleys deep and misted in the hush of night. Her goodbye listen. Now every sunset's just a memory
frost in the chilling breeze where all but sorrow's lost. Her goodbye listened, so did I, to the end of an age-old song. The heart knows what the heart needs and where it truly belongs. With her scarf in my pocket and her memory ever twisted underneath the gnarled oak, her goodbye listen. In this ballad, the use of sensory details and symbolic objects weaves a tapestry of loss and memory, echoing a deep personal connection to the past through the physical landscape of a Western setting.
In the shadow of an oak, where the wild daisies throng, beneath the boundless dome, where the quiet rivers run, the once in sway to swing, ropes weathered by the sun, where laughter bloomed like spring, oh the days when we were young. But now the swings at rest, no more to sway and sigh underneath that ancient oak, where part of my heart did die. Each creak and sound it made like a lonesome whispered cry. The swing died young, my love, beneath that endless sky. The town's a whispered ghost, its streets bathed in the dusk, Porsches empty, curtains drawn, in the silence dreams do rust. That old scarf you left behind, now a relic of our trust, turned to dust like the roads we rode, surrendered to the gust. But now the swings are rest, no more to sway inside underneath that ancient oak, where all our dreams did lie. Each creak and sound it made like a farewell, soft and shy. The swing died young, my dear, and sometimes so do I. Oh, how the prairie sings, tones so bittersweet, of every tender night and every heart's defeat. In the folds of fading light, where memories and sorrows meet, I find the echoes of our love and every shadow I grieve. Yes, the swings at rest, no more to sway inside underneath that ancient oak, I come to sit and cry. Each whisper windswept tale, tales of the time gone by. The swing died young, my love, and love neither can I. The swing died young, my love, beneath that vast old sky.
In the great dawn, by the old creek bed, cold morning, listen to the words we said. Your laughter mingled with the rustling oaks, my heart was yours beneath woolen cloaks. We carved our names on the tavern door in that quiet town where the eagles soar. Now the wind whispers through empty halls and echoes steps that once graced these walls. The dust settles where your laugh just a shadow in the cold morning's flame. My scarf still holds the scent of rain. My soul keeps riding, bound by your chain. Seasons turn like the pages of a book. Our oak tree fell, no more sheltered nook. That old porch we swore would never age now creaks alone under time's heavy gauge. Gravel roads where we once danced till late lead to nowhere, sealed by fate's own gate. Now the wind whispers through empty halls, an echo of steps that once graced these walls. The dust settles where your laughter rang, and I'm just a shadow in the cold morning's fang. My saddle's worn from roads long traveled, every sunset a memory unraveled. By the fading trail I pause and look behind, searching for what I'll never find. The whispering pines and the settling dew tell tales of a love that once I knew. So the wind whispers through empty halls, an echo of dreams that dusk recalls. The dust settles where your laughter rang, and I'm just a shadow in the cold morning's fang. I'll ride on with a heart torn in two. Cold morning listened, and it knew our truth. Out where the oak tree shadows lie long, on the porch of a cabin where the gravel turns to sand, there's a worn out saddle and a scarf you left behind. Each thread a whisper of your hand. By the fading trails where the wildflowers dream, you danced under a sky so vast and still. In the echo of your laughter, the creek sings its old song. In that quiet town, my memory stood still. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Now the cabins sit empty, the doors creak alone. The dust settles where our stories were born. Rain taps on the windows like tears of the sky. On the nights too cold since you've been gone. Those trails overgrown, the fields turned to brown, where we rode through dreams, vibrant and wild. I roam with the shadows and the ghosts of our past. Every mile without you, every sorrow compiled. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette, and each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of this lonesome life. It's you I can't lose. Sometimes a man's heart is a wide open range where memories roam far and free. But tonight by the oak tree, where your laughter still lives, I'm as trapped in your memory as a soul can ever be. So here stays my heart beneath these endless skies, moonlight dancing on the path where you once lay. Oh, these hills remember, and so do I, in the twilight of my life, where your memory stood still forever.